Welcome to It Is Written Canada. Today, you'll meet individuals who are on a journey to recover their health and to reverse disease at 1 Week in Paradise, a holistic health retreat designed to restore physical, emotional, and spiritual health.
During their stay at Camp Hope in British Columbia, guests arrived carrying real challenges: diabetes, chronic pain, depression, mobility challenges, anxiety, and deep personal loss. And they all chose to take one courageous step towards change.
During the 1 Week in Paradise, 3 guests, Laura, Troy, and Anne, agreed to have us follow them through their journey, hear their evolving impressions, and witness firsthand the incredible transformation that they experienced.
Upon filling out our application to the 1 Week in Paradise, we got the acceptance emails. With that came a whole lot of information, where it was setting up appointments with the naturopath prior to arriving, and then also giving us lab work to go and do prior to coming. So then we were prepared to be able to discuss when we got here what ailments and things like that we need to be working on.
Coming in and right off the bat, they were there to greet us and deal with everything we needed to do, and welcomed us with open arms.
The first day, one of the most important highlights was how the people that were running the program and the registrar, is the information that was given and just an overview of the whole program, so everyone knew what was going to happen. It was the reassurance and just the information that was given, very thorough.
This program is powered by a full circle of specialists: medical and naturopathic doctors, nurses, nutritionalists, plant-based chefs, fitness trainers, massage therapists, as well as relational, spiritual, and mental health professionals. This team of experts all work together to facilitate deep, lasting renewal and transformation.
So I'm an internal medicine physician, and my role here at 1 Week in Paradise is to be the supervising physician, just to make sure that patients are safe. Oftentimes people come here, they're on multiple medications, or they have diabetes and their blood sugars may have a lot of fluctuations, and we expect them to improve, and sometimes we have to modify, or oftentimes have to modify medications, reduce medications, take off medications, just in order to keep people safe as they're doing the different health aspects of the retreat here. Many people do come here feeling anxious or afraid to start with. To them, they have to make themselves it's a big, courageous step to make themselves vulnerable to open up, especially in a group. And when we see that change happens, that's often what we see really catalyze transformation happen, is when people have been willing to make themselves vulnerable, willing to in hope, take a risk, hoping that there will be transformation, and believing, and thankfully these principles are divine and can be counted on and can be believed on, and but it's pretty cool to see those people take that step in faith and see the results.
Yes, as a hydrotherapist, hydrotherapy is one of the really important modalities for healing. And it also goes along with several other laws of health. There's not just one, but we generally recognize 8. It's nutrition, exercise, water, sunshine, temperance, air, rest, trust in God. And it's the combination, and there's other laws of health too, like positive touch, positive relationships, positive attitude, laughter, There's others as well. And when we combine all of these God-given natural laws, we can really start to heal our body, and we start to work with our body rather than against our body. It's a message of hope. It's a message of grace. And it really it puts our health back in our hands rather than giving it to somebody else.
After their initial intake, all the guests start their transformational journey with a complete detox. For the first 3 days of the program, they will be having just juice to sustain them. For many, this is their first time ever experiencing a juice cleanse.
We were a little nervous coming in to do that detox because it's something that both of us have never done before. We were afraid that we were going to be hungry. I think Troy didn't think that he was going to make it through the first day. But overall, very surprised that after the 2 days of the juice detox, I did not have any hunger.
I'm a big guy, so I thought for sure I'd be hungry after. I can definitely say I was not hungry, which I was very surprised at.
The kitchen is an essential part of OWIP, and it's an integral part of what we stand for. We emphasize the importance of eating as healthfully as possible because we understand that every wholesome, natural food ingredient contains vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients that help towards the healing of the human body.
Transformation often happens when guests discover new flavors, new ways of eating, and new routines that strengthen their bodies from the inside out. As inflammation decreased and mobility improved, whole new worlds began to open. These weren't small victories, they were turning points, evidence that healing is possible when we give our bodies what God designed them to thrive on.
Midweek, well, we'd finished our juicing, and now we've been introduced to solid foods. I could tell you, fruit has never tasted sweeter to me than it did. It was great, and salads were wonderful eating them. I again thought I was not going to be full after given what I was given, but again, after breakfast, I was full. After lunch, I was full.
The highlights of the midweek is the consultations with the naturopath and the medical doctor, and monitoring by the nurse, and then having programs set up for you that meet your own health needs and expectations and purposes that you're trying to do. The examples that were through the food that we were given, the healthy food and cooking classes, how to make the food, so the demos that were done. So all that was just fabulous. So some of the health things that I was involved in was the hydrotherapies, 2 different types of hydrotherapy, and with massage.
In addition to the nutritional overhaul, the guests also experience a holistic approach to healing. They undergo physical therapy, hydrotherapy, personal training, hot and cold therapy, and massage therapy.
So as a naturopathic doctor, I'm seeing patients while I'm here. We also run an obesity medicine group for patients who are in the program but also want to focus on weight loss, eating addictions, eating issues, etc. So I also run that group, the obesity medicine group. And I trained and I'm the lead for the hydrotherapy team.
I am one of the massage therapists on the 1 Week in Paradise program. When I had the opportunity to become a part of the team, I was very thrilled to be able to help these individuals that come to the program for the 1 week so that they can feel better physically. And that's something I can help them with, as well as show them God's love through character and what I do. And in return, I also receive a blessing being able to work with each one of them.
I'm currently working with the hydrotherapy department. I'm also working with the personal training department as well too. In my role at One Week in Paradise in BC at Camp Hope is I am working as well with the hydrotherapy department. I was part of the first cohort of hydrotherapy interns at the One Week in Paradise in Ontario. So it's been pretty special to be out here.
The benefit for our guests here at OWIP for the sauna is really for them to gain from this contrast of hot and cold. So they come into the sauna, they'll get heated up pretty hot. Usually they spend about 10 minutes in the sauna at least, and then they'll switch to a cold pool for about a minute. And that contrast, they'll have a vasodilation, their blood vessels will open up in the sauna, and then as they go back into the cold pool, there'll be a constriction. And so there's this back and forth effect happening that helps enhance their circulation, which is really beneficial for them. It also helps with healing of any areas. It helps with mobility. And probably one of the most important aspects of this part of the therapy here at OWIP is the connection part, actually. When people come together in this warm room, they talk, they interact with one another, they feel a little bit more open with one another, and they talk and they have this experience of just sharing their personal experiences. And they also can challenge one another to go to the cold and really be able to sort of support one another in the difficulty of it. Because for many of them, it's maybe the first time they've ever done it. In Canada, this isn't as common a thing. So they go there with the sort of support of their peers, helping them feel like they can do this. And so when they've done it, they've accomplished this amazing challenge, which then sort of encourages them that they can take on other challenges in life as well.
What motivates me the most and is so inspiring, it's seeing people's lives change in about 8 days. Watching someone who has mobility issues going from kind of hobbling to walking straight across the hall, or seeing someone to be so excited to be decreasing in their medications or just learning new things about their own health. It's like a week of transformation.
In just days, the improvements are astounding. And with the on-site medical staff, not only can the guests feel the difference, they get to track and view their changes in real time.
So we're praying and we're asking God to really work miracles during this time. And we've seen so many miracles by His grace, and that's what keeps me coming back to continue the work.
Just how it all comes together with the inside of your body, the outside for what you are eating, and the spiritual content, the faith content of how you can overcome. This is for diabetes too, that I was working on, was to maintain it better and even to come towards the point that it can be reversed with plant-based food.
I've found that I've had knee pain for the last couple of years. Now the pain is starting to subside and I can actually walk around without a lot of joint pain.
They asked me what my goals for the retreat were going to be. And I had to name 3 goals, and I told them I wanted to get full control over my obesity, over my mobility, and over my diabetes. And the reason for that is because when I first arrived here at retreat, for so many years, my arthritic knee has been so bad that I was walking very stiff-legged and was basically dragging this leg around. Today, on day 6, I am walking at the speed of a normal person. I go around that loop in 3 minutes, so I have doubled my speed. And the real beauty of that is now finally I can walk at a pace not only to keep up with other people, so I'll have walking partners, but also I can walk at a pace to give myself an actual aerobic benefit. And there's hope for me. And there have been other benefits as well. For example, the stability. because I used to be heavily dependent upon my cane, even partially weight-bearing on it. And now I barely need it. And I think in time, I may be able to dispense with it entirely. And I am off my medicine. My blood pressure has also come down within a normal range, and it wasn't when I got here. This plant-based eating, the plant-based supplements, the therapies, and the good Lord has seen fit to allow me a new lease on life.
Behind every lifestyle change is a deeper story. Grief, stress, trauma, burnout, discouragement. Through prayer, counseling, and simply sharing life with one another, walls began to come down. Morning devotionals, nature walks, laughter around the table. These moments became moments of unexpected spiritual renewal. Moments where God quietly mended what years of pain had broken.
Complete healing isn't just physical. That's why at 1 Week in Paradise, guests are also offered marital therapy, personal therapy, and spiritual therapy. And that is where we see the true inner transformation.
People being transformed by physical, emotional, spiritual, relational healing.
And we get a chance to be a part of their journey in emotional wellness because we notice that emotional wellness is really key to facilitate that physical wellness. So we see lots of transforming rewriting of stories that happen in these people's lives by the end of the week, where they're leaving with an outlook that is different than when they arrived.
The person who would not say much to you is actually now opening up, and they're now speaking, and there's a glow in their face, there's a light.
They're comfortable.
And very comfortable. And so it really, it's truly, it's like a butterfly. It's like a caterpillar that would transform into a butterfly. And so now they're so happy, and then it brings joy to my soul just seeing that
openness.
Yeah, that openness, the evolution of their character per se.
And then there's some guests who come in not wanting prayer. Right? That's a really big, to see those people who come in not really having a prayer life or wanting to pray, seeing them chasing you down for prayer at the end of the week.
Reminding you,
hey, after this therapy, we have to pray together. That's a really special thing.
I have dealt with a lot of depression and anxiety since I was a teenager. I do about 3 juice fasts a year, and it's great clarity. It brings a lot of, clears out your frontal lobe, and that's when I can hear Jesus. It really gives me an opportunity to realize that I want to be here. I want to live, and I want to be healthy. And so when I heard about this Week in Paradise, I knew I needed to come. I knew I needed to do some healing. I have a lot of surrendering to do from all the past traumas that I've dealt with. And just having the spiritual counseling here, and the regular counseling, and the marriage counseling, even the health talks, it all comes back to being one with God and being more like Christ.
One of the unexpected gifts of this retreat is the community that forms. Guests who began the week as strangers leave with friendships strong enough to support their new lifestyle going forward. Real transformation doesn't end when the retreat ends. It continues at home with their new skills, new knowledge, and new support networks.
We got comfortable after the first couple days, like it's full in and fully embracing everything.
I can't even explain the feeling. Like it's just total different. Waking up in the morning, having the energy that I have. Like now
your knees aren't aching, and
my knees don't ache as much as they used to. My shoulder's not aching as much as it used to.
Yeah.
I just feel good. Like I can run a marathon. Well, maybe not a marathon.
And my major goal here was I was stuck at a weight for about a month and a half, and I could not break that number. With our final numbers given out today, I have broken that number and very happy going down 5.1 pounds. So
I was managing my blood sugars while I was here through the food, plant-based food, exercise, the activities here. So it was a successful week. I managed to lower my blood sugars.
I could say that I've experienced amazing things. I have so much more energy. I've lost weight. I've dropped my blood pressure. My glucose levels have dropped. Everything seems to be dropping, which is making me feel so much better. I can't wait to go home, and this is a whole new way of cooking for me and continuing on this journey.
for me, what's been the therapies, being able to end the week with a peat bath, which I had never experienced before. So to be able to do that.
The peat baths, amazing. Cold plunges, amazing. Things I'd never thought of doing before.
Yeah.
Just simply amazing.
It was also a time of spiritual renewal. It was faith-based, it was the physical, the emotional, all of it coming all together.
Taking in the seminars that people have talked about love language and understanding that for our different relationships, whether it's marriage, whether it's family, whether it's friends, on how we can kind of learn. I learned by listening and walking and talking. I'm a doer. So understanding that I am a doer, that I need to kind of let other people do. And if I need to, then I can walk away and let them do. So I've learned that this week while I've been here.
The volunteers that put their time, I'm talking about the teachers, the people that put on the program, many volunteers and many experts.
My views are, one, probably getting smaller clothing. Two, eating a lot better. It's just amazing how much I learned how you can eat plant-based food and what you can do with it and how it tastes the same as other foods, that aren't plant-based, and that I don't need the bad foods anymore, that I can live off of the plant-based foods.
And again, experiencing and trying new things. That's what we're going to challenge ourselves to. Today on our graduation lunch, we had spiraled zucchini. We've never had that before. And as he's eating it, he was just like, I can eat this again. Like every meal, he has said, I can eat this again. We're not going to set ourselves up for failure. What we're going to do is, we've talked about it, challenge ourselves, keep adding in each week one new thing so that we can keep building on it. Because then another word that Dr. Nadine Plummer said was consistency. So we need to stay consistent. And once we're consistent with that new challenge, then we'll move on to another.
Moving forward, I know that I will be successful because I am very diligent in my keeping track of things, which is necessary to keep track of your food, your blood sugars, all of that. So that's how I'm going to move forward. I will continue on my health journey and basing it on my faith that I know that God's going to help me through it and strengthen me. I know that I have the skills to be successful, and I know with the social support from the group, we'll be keeping in touch with each other and keeping in touch with Paradise Clinic too and the people that work here.
It's going to be hard, especially missing all the people.
Yeah.
The friendships we've made with all these people is amazing.
Yeah.
So.
I've always wanted to share my story. I just get a little shy and a little nervous. But I think other people need to know that there's a healthier way to deal with depression and anxiety. Just by juicing and fasting, I have pretty much eliminated most of my symptoms from my brain tumor. It's a benign tumor, but it's still there and it caused a lot of symptoms. So I know I'll be juicing and fasting for the rest of my life. And I want to share that. I want to share that it's a natural way to heal.
When people leave One Week in Paradise, I definitely believe that they leave with a sense of hope, a sense of, yes, I can do better with my lifestyle, a sense of I can draw closer to God, and this is just a great path for them to start at. I would recommend this program to anyone, whether you're suffering from chronic bad health, whether you are physically fine. Either way, I feel like everybody can take away something from this program.
Since participating in my very first One Week in Paradise, it's been a dream come true to work with like-minded Christians who have the same hope and the same desire for God's work to be accomplished. It's been a humble privilege to work towards helping better humanity while bringing the gospel close to their hearts. If I'm going to be spent for anything in this life, I choose to be spent for the cause of Christ. And for me, it's a joy to be here.
For the first time in ever so long at Camp Hope, I have hope.
When faith, community, and evidence-based lifestyle practices come together, God opens doors no one thought could be opened. If you or someone you know is struggling with health challenges or emotional wounds, we would like to help you take the first step towards your own transformation.
We'd like to offer you 10 choices for a full life, absolutely free. This book will equip you with practical tools to start your journey toward healing today. Thank you to everyone who has supported It Is Written Canada through your prayers and financial gifts. Without you, our ministry could not have reached so many people with messages of hope and healing. If you have been inspired by this program, please share it with your friends and family.
In order to keep this ministry on the air, we truly need your support. You can make a donation on our website. You can additionally follow us and share our content on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also listen to our podcasts.
Friends, if you want to live like Jesus and bring hope and healing to others, we encourage you to open the Bible daily, because Jesus himself lived by these words. It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God.